Hello, everyone. My name is James Wines, and I'm the founder and president of an American architecture and environmental art organization called SITE in New York. And over the last 50 years, we've worked internationally. So this particular show is, in fact, a 50-year anniversary celebration. I am extremely honored and extremely excited by the fact of this show, and I want to especially thank Sergei Tchoban, who is a great architect and developer who his generosity has really made an international museum of this kind possible, that really deals with the processes of architecture and the evolution of design. I also want to thank Nadja Bartels, who indefatigably worked with me for the last few years, really, actually, in developing the exhibition and giving it its jump into reality. I also want to thank Anika Peche, who is the graphic designer and who actually created the catalog. So I benefited tremendously from her talents and perseverance. I also want to thank the Masstec Corporation for their patronage of this show, and the Guardian Glass Company, also for patronage in the exhibition, and then finally the Radio 1, which is the German media corporation that works with the museum in making it possible for the world to know about their institutional efforts and their shows. In this particular show, we're really looking at something that's interested me all my life in the way I basically work, which is that the content of the designs and the content of the art comes from its situations. I really work very much with context. I believe very much in hand drawing, and although obviously, like everyone else, we use computers, but I do believe that in the processes of drawing, just the freedom that you have from mind to hand. Obviously, the human brain is trillions apparently of times more complex than the most complex computer. I don't just start by making forms and shapes, in a sense, for their own sake or for like abstract art. I really start from the perspective of looking around and seeing what's there. What we're trying to do is make the contours of the house flow into the landscapes. I really like to get ideas and sources from the surroundings. And these could be anything. They can be social and psychological and actually critical. They can be topography, they can be landscape, they could be the surfaces of the land. But these things are always, to me, much more interesting because they inform the building with ideas and meaning that they wouldn't ordinarily have. And then you try to bring elements of that into the actual design of the building. So the building looks like it belongs there. And in some cases, we are trying to make it look like it was always there. So that is the importance of the show for me, and I think just in general, is the fact that we just looking at context as the real subject matter of art. And one thing I value very much is this opportunity to benefit from what I call subliminal accidents, things you didn't even think about in advance that just sort of develop spontaneously, because the computer thinks in a linear way, but the human brain thinks vertically and horizontally in every direction at the same time. This is the pool here. The biggest effort is to take the context and show how it can bleed into a building and where it comes from and its sources. In terms of media, of course, I work in watercolor and ink and wash and charcoal. Just to suggest the mountains here. But all of them have been developed really to create the feeling of the project, not just the illustrative definition of the project, but the actual feelings. So again, I just want to thank everyone for this opportunity, and please enjoy the show. I know it's difficult times, we're doing everything virtually, but it's still an opportunity for me. Thank you very much.